Hello guys, welcome to the 30-day adventure portion of the book. So the 30-day adventure is literally the meat and potatoes of this book. That's what this project originally was designed to be around, was around a 30-day habit journal where I could give essentially a Cliff Notes version of all of these books I've read, of 20 years of coaching, the practical experience, the bro science, all of it, right? I've been mentoring personal trainers, hiring them, teaching these team building things. Like, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm really excited to share information in this way, right? So what the 30-day adventure of is the application of the EFD principle. So on January 8th is when our first challenge is going to start. And so on January 8th is where you will be accountable to your accountability buddy. So for most of the people in this challenge at this point, it will be me. It will be me or a couple of my teammates here at Pure Strength and Movement. And what we're going to do to hold you accountable is you got to tell us, what you're going to do. Did you move, breathe, and create every day? So each day of this 30-day journal, there's a couple pages to read on a topic that I wish people knew a little bit more about. So for example, there's a day about meditation, and I think I jokingly talk to you and refer to you as the side effects of meditation. If meditation was a pill, we'd be lining up to take this pill for what it could do for us. But just sitting down and breathing for 10 minutes and what it can do for our health is literally crazy, right? The importance of HRV, right? Heart rate variability. Learning to track this has helped me kind of get a better hold of my health than any other heart rate monitor, tracking calories in or calories out, because your HRV is basically your body's battery. How much stress can you take on for a day? Did you sleep 5 hours? Did you drink the night before? Did you have a stressful 12-hour day? Yeah, you're not going to perform best the next day. So doing a 6 a.m. high intensity class might not be your best bet. If you learn to track HRV and use something like a Whoop, can it help you learn how to control that body battery and have a better relationship with stress? So I break down these kind of either new concepts or ones that can be a little bit hard to understand into what I think is important, right? And the idea there is you learn just enough, and I give you a bunch of resources on books and things that you can read, and I hope that you dive back into that one that's most important to you. That's the flow your own way kind of a thing, right? So back to the EFD and the reporting, is there's a page in there that it's the journal session. I ask you, how much sleep did you have? Was your diet a win or a loss, right? As easy as that. Did you have a good day or did you have a bad day? You have more W's than you have L's, you're going to be in good shape. If you have mostly W's, you're probably going to be in really good shape. And you can define what that means, or that our team can help you design what that means. I've got a nutritionist on staff, I've got a life coach, I've got a biohacker. I've got all these people in line to help be other resources that if you want to go down one of these paths and learn a little bit more, we've got coaches that can help you there. And a lot of these services are just included or free because we want you to know that there's all of these awesome resources out here that can help you grow. So anyways, you have those few questions that are just kind of like your daily check-in. People who food log consume 20% fewer calories, or 20% better calories is another way of looking at that. It goes back to just what gets measured gets done. So taking time to look at yourself as a whole, all of your habits, how that looks, that will help you be healthier by itself. We got a couple questions. If we go back to the HRV, I might ask how that's important to you, or how could you use your body battery, or how do you know when you're out of stress? I probably ask you a couple questions along those lines to help you look and reflect of how you could apply these things to your life right now. You don't have to do all of these things right away. I just want to raise awareness to them so that you can do them at your pace. And then there's also the little box where you can say you move, breathe, and create. And every day could be different. I did describe like a morning routine, and it was maybe just 5 to 10 minutes in each one. Okay, that's fine. If that was what you did today, great. Or maybe you didn't have time to do the morning routine, but you did an hour workout class, and then you did a little mindfulness when you clocked out for the day before you went and kind of turned on that dad or mom hat or whatever roles you have to play in the evening. But did you take that time for yourself, maybe out in nature, that mindful minutes that you kind of got away from a screen? Did you do that on purpose, right? That's what we mean by breathing. And then did you create? Did you move forward towards your goals? Did you replay your head movie of your ideal future, right? There's power in doing all those things in a row. There's power in doing them multiple times a day. And we want you to get there, but you don't have to get there. All we ask is that you have a little click in that box every day. You send that to your accountability buddy, who's most likely going to be me, and I'm going to send you back, awesome job. I'm probably going to send you emojis, gifs, and little like cheesy thumbs up and things like that, because all I want you to be able to do is to click that off. If you have questions, you need more help, of course, ask, all that kind of stuff. But I want you to complete that habit loop, for you to take that ownership, for you to get that good feeling, and then we'll encourage you along the way, right? But we also want to tell you to your super friend. And the reason why a super friend is important is because I want you to think of that super friend. Think of somebody who's really trying to make personal growth. Like, try to understand what their goals are. How can you support them? You never know how you could network with this person. You can never know if you could become friends with this person. Dude, I've had people get married that I've introduced and things like this before. Like, it's really crazy when you get like-minded people or people who are growing together. There's the Micah Rotunda line again. You grow with who you flow with. Like, it's really important to me. So a lot of you guys are going to form your own little pods that you're already kind of friends and things like that. But I'm going to get a couple of you guys like broken up, and oh my God, that's scary. But you need human connection, and having that process of working with somebody who's going through the same fight of you is magical. So one more time in summary. Each day of that 30-day challenge, day one is about habits and changing your identity in the habit loop. So I want you to really understand this science on habits. You fill out the journal portion, you send it to me, your accountability coach, and you'd also communicate in some way to your super friend. Totally dominated this morning, morning routine, move, breathe, and create, woo! Whatever it was. Maybe it's an Instagram story, maybe it's a post and you use the hashtag EFD 2021. Maybe it's MBC EFT, whatever it is. That little way that works for you to have that checklist is what I want. I want you to get that little high. You've got that move, breathe, and create kind of ideal performance state high. Now you've clicked off a goal. You've known you moved closer to your goals. And I always joke that the accomplishing goals isn't the major thing, but it's the process of doing it is where all the magic happens. It's that daily passion to kind of get things done. And that's what keeps you going. And I know that when I'm working on my goals and I'm doing these things that I say I'm going to do, I am so much happier. My results are easier to hit. I'm a better husband. I'm a better boss. I'm a better all these things because I took that time for me. And that's really what this is about, is making sure that you're taking that time for you. So don't let the accountability side of it scare you. It literally could take you less than 5 minutes to fill out this thing and send a text message or an email or whatever you decide works best for you. But you got to do it, and you got to do it every fucking day.